Hi. Hello. So I had to restart. I can't. Am I shocked? Not really. But you know what? It's time for a song because can I just tell you, I need to sing a song. Baby, I know you're wondering. I won't go over to your place. Who knows Lisa? I'm not too sure about how you feel, so I'd rather go at my own pace. And I know that you know that if we get together, emotions will come to us. And I may do something I might regret the next day. And then the hurt, go, I don't know. I can't. Happy freaking Friday. Can I just say that? Can I just say happy freaking Friday? Thank you for refinding me. So I tried to be smart. I tried to have this waiting. I said, let me just pop it on at 5 o'clock or whatever time I did it. You can't do that. You can't you can't set up a live early. You can because people do it. Apparently, I don't know how to. So I had this sitting here on my laptop, and I couldn't start the live. I swear. I swear. It's me. It's not you. It's me. So happy Friday. Let's get over that hump, shall we? Hello, Scott. And hello, Cindy. Can I? I don't know. I just don't know if I can. We have to do a cheers right now because I need it. I hope Nancy and Luzia refined us because they were in the other room. Hello, Candy. So hopefully they will come back. I'm like, I typed a little thing. I said, I gotta go. You gotta go and find me. I feel like I'm Where's Waldo. That's how I'm going to relate myself to everybody is Where's Waldo because you can just never this is the second Friday now, you don't know where I am. And I had Carol reaching out to me today. I do I have to be a member or something to see you? I'm like, no. It's free to watch. But last Friday I had a glitch and hello Patty Taylor, how are you? Tonight we're going to be opening. Patty sent me a nice box. It's kind of weighty. It's got some weight to it, some heaviness. So we'll be opening that in a bit. And thank you so much. Patty had to resend it, which I feel so bad. I don't know why it was returned, but thank you, Nancy. I'm so glad you found us. All right, so let's do a cheers. All right, shall we? So cheers to the fact that I made it and you made it. More importantly, you made it because like I said, I'm trying to be all slick, I'm getting all prepared, having it all ready. Yeah, okay. I'm a ding dong. What can I say? Cheers, happy Friday. So let's discuss it. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Not the elephant couldn't fit in this room. Al's not here because he's at the Jefferson Starship concert. There's a whole backstory. So, cheers again. Before it's been a week. It has been a week. So, we weren't going to be on the air tonight, to be honest. And I told you guys that last week. And, we had a show the beginning of this week, which is great. We saw Mark, we saw Kurt, we saw Nicole, we saw a bunch of Journey junkies. Hello, fabulous people. Hi, love you all. Great people. Fun. I just want to have fun with them. And I'm not going to talk about it, but I will say my heart was broken this week. And that's all I can really say is that my heart was broken and I almost quit YouTube this week. I'm not even kidding you. I was devastated, but today's a new day. A couple of days have gone by. I'm okay now. I was not. Just being honest. I've been on YouTube since 2017. So that's 7 years. It's a long time. And have I been consistently posting? I've been posting a lot. Do I have a schedule? Absolutely not. Just now, Friday nights. I don't say, oh, I'm going to post Mondays and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. I don't do that because it just isn't going to, that type of schedule isn't going to work for me. I'm sorry. It just won't because I have too many things going on in my life. Like I juggle a lot of balls, right? So I have done a lot of videos here. I have done a lot of interviews. I have done a lot of work. I've taught myself, and I'm not sitting here tooting my own damn horn. I'm not here to do that. I'm just saying that, for 7 years, really, I should have a ton more subscribers. I should get a lot more views, but I don't. But I'm still here. I'm still trudging along through the mud, you know, getting myself dirty, taught myself how to edit videos, taught myself how to pretty much do everything I do here, even the social media part of it. And it's not great, but I've taught myself everything. I've not had anyone sit down, do it for me. I don't pay for stuff. Have I paid to have a couple of videos advertised? Yes, I have. Have I paid to have all of my videos advertised? No, I have not, because I don't do that. And I feel like if my videos are going to be pushed out there, it's going to happen organically. I'm not going to pay to have people watch it because I want the right people to watch them. And I feel like now, today, the right people are in the community. I get barely any views on my stuff. And listen, if I was that, bothered by it, I wouldn't be here 7 years later, people. I would not be here 7 years later. It's a long time. So I understand that I have a little teeny, I am a pinhole in the universe. Not even really, because the universe is big and there are a lot of people. So I'm even smaller than a pinhole in everything I do here. Tiny. Like I am sludge on a snail's back, and only a piece of that sludge, right? So I get it. I'm not a big person. I'm not a big, huge personality. I don't have a ton of followers. I get it. But I don't know. I just, you wonder sometimes why things don't happen. And I think that's really the big reason why. I do. I think it's because, if I had 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I would be treated completely differently. Completely differently. But because I have, well, right now, what is it, 3,500? I mean, it's taken me 7 years to get there. And yes, there are people that start YouTube in this space way after me, and they've got 100,000 plus, 1,000 subscribers. Is what it is. Also, I realize I'm a chick in a man's world. Let's face it. And I know it's Friday, but I gotta just kind of lay some stuff out. I'm a chick in a man's world. Nobody really wants me here, except you guys do, and that's fine. But I get it. I do. I get it. Let's face it, guys. All men are talking about this stuff, right? There's not many chicks out there doing it. So I understand. However, I love doing what I do. I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid, and I don't expect to. But it would be nice to have a larger audience on YouTube. I get it, to help, with this stuff. So I'm guessing that the reason why I get pushed back, and maybe just get out of my space type of thing. I don't want you in my box, is because I'm not popular. And it's okay, because I've never been popular in my life, and I'm fine with that. I'm used to it. So I love doing what I do. I put my heart and soul into what I do, and that's it. I'm going to end that there. So hello to everybody. Hello to Halise. It's not about Scott. Scott says it's about quality, not quantity. Thank you. I still have a lot of quantity though. I got a lot of quantity. Like, let's face it, I got a lot of stuff going on here on this channel. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And Rhonda, I got to say, Rhonda, I haven't even read your comment yet, but so Rhonda prompted me to say something yesterday, and I'm not kidding. I was ready to we all get to this space in our lives, right? I'm quitting. I'm not doing anything. Let me read Rhonda's thing before it gets pushed up. But Rhonda says, thank you, Kiki, for all the hard work of your station. We love you, and a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. You are like me after losing my husband, Keith, in 2017, wanted to quit. And again, sending love to you, Rhonda, of course, as always. But, so Rhonda wrote this really cool thing. And you guys are always and that's why I truly do love each and every one of you. I'm not like, that's no BS here, right? I love you guys. And if it wasn't for this community, I would not be doing this. I'm serious. Like, I would not be addicted to doing what I do. So Rhonda wrote this really nice thing on Facebook yesterday, and I responded basically by saying, I was ready to quit this whole thing this week for real this time. I was ready to say, you know what? Clearly, I just suck. Clearly, I'm just not good enough. Clearly, you know, I don't matter in the big picture. I don't matter, and I don't. I don't. Yeah, I get that, but and even Al's like, you know what? You do what you got to do, and he's my number one supporter. He is the one that pushes me to continue to do what I do. He does everything with the radio station. As a matter of fact, he met somebody yesterday and they told him that I said to this person, I said that Al does everything with the station. Because I think Al thinks maybe sometimes, I say I don't take any credit for Kiki.fm. That's all Al. Every single bit of it. It is all Al. But this stuff, I do the YouTube stuff, I do the social media stuff, not with the Kiki.fm Facebook page. That's his baby. But this stuff I'll do, and I think it all ties in together, right? Because Kiki.fm has gotten listeners from here, from YouTube, and my YouTube channel has in turn gotten subscribers from listeners of Kiki.fm. And social media, same thing, vice versa, listeners, subscribe. It all works together. So I take care of that stuff, right? And he knew I was very upset this week. And he goes, you know what? You do what you got to do. I'll support you no matter what. You quit, you don't quit, whatever. And I just had to go through my pity party. I had to cry. I had to say, I'm dumb. I had to beat myself up. Well, I didn't physically beat myself up, or else I would have had a black eye. I've had to, just go through, just go down here. I just had to do it. And it's Friday, and I'm okay. I'm okay. So we all have our stuff. Each one of us has our stuff. And I guess the point of this story, right, that I'm just ranting and raving without giving you any true details, because I can't. I just can't, and I won't. But because, and people who know me, I didn't turn that light on. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, it is on. It is on. It is on. It is on. So people who know me and have known me for a long time, even a short time, you tell me not to say something, I'm not saying something. It stays here. It's not leaving me. And Al knows that. People who are close to me know that. You tell me a secret or something you don't want told to anybody else, you can tell me, because it's locked up and it's not going anywhere. So I'm sorry I'm being vague, but I have to be. And, Al's like, do what you got to do. And I finally said, you know what? I can't quit. I've done too much work. I do too much work. I can't just leave this behind yet. Maybe this isn't meant for me. And that's another conversation I've been having with myself. But then I get that note from Rhonda, and I'm like, I can't quit. Like, I can't do it. But you do. And I think with every single one of you, right? And I'm sorry, I'm so not reading. I'm not. I'm just I'm rambling right now, kind of, sort of. But there's a point here. I think with each of us, and this is where we have to, when we're in that crappy place, and we get there. I know that each one of you get there, okay? Because I have my crappy places probably, maybe more than some of you. It looks like I'm happy all the time because I try to be. I do try. But man, when I get out of that happy place, and I've had a lot of them the past few years, a lot. There's been a lot of, you'll never know. You will never know. But I will tell you, there's been a lot down here times, tons. And the past few weeks, I was down here, and then I went up here, and then this week I was smashed on the ground, and I said, you know what though? I gotta just pick myself back up. And sometimes we don't want to. It's true. Sometimes we don't want to, and I'm sure some of you have gotten to that place as well. And all I can say to you is that when you get to that place, because clearly you know that clearly have had some feelings this week. When you get to that place, you just have to say, you know what? I'm worth more than that. I am worth so much more than that. And I know that people care about me. And you, even if it's one person that cares about you, if that's a good, positive person in your life, that's all you need. You don't need 500 people to love you. You don't. You just need one really good, solid, strong, positive person to love you, and it's all good. I've always been that person that I don't need a large inner circle. My inner circle is small, it's tight, and it's good. Because these are the people that are always saying, girl, you got this. And that's what keeps me going. For real. That's what keeps me going. So let me get here. Nancy, let's see, what do we do? Luzia, hola, and manifest greatness. I believe in you. I think that hugs. Nancy said, I love all your interviews in classic rock. This is going to make me cry, and it means everything to me to be part of Kiki Nation. See, I can't. I didn't want to do this tonight. Sorry. And Hallie said, I went from 1,500 followers to 58,000 in a year. It's, and it's true, right? You always think that, oh my gosh, it's going to be that next video is going to do it. That next interview is going to do it. It never happens, but it's like, understand, I'm okay now because it's been, like I said, 7 years. But when you have something within your world kind of slap you in the face, really, that's exactly what happened to me this week. It was really just a big, huge slap in the face. And I felt really sad and hurt. But like I said, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I think, it just comes down to this, right? And just continue to do this, because this, and maybe I'm sharing a little too much about me, but this is who I am. I can't help it. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and this is my therapy. For real. This is my therapy. And know that you guys really, truly mean a lot. You do. When I get some negative comments in the YouTube channel, I just delete them. I don't really let them get to me at all. I don't. Because that does happen. It doesn't happen a lot yet. I'm sure it'll pick up steam because it happens to everybody. But that's not even part of it. It's just when, things happen kind of close to you and you feel like, wow, what did I do today? And that's what this week was. One day it's one thing, one day it's one thing, one day it's one thing, and one day it's like you go, okay, when does it stop? When does this whole thing end? Well, it's not going to, I guess. It's life, right? But happy times are ahead, I guess. So let me just see here. Being here, Nancy says, being here keeps me in a good space because everyone is so positive and supportive here. It means everything to me. And I'm sorry, if I started off like in a weird way tonight, but I had to because, it was a weird week for me. It was a really weird, hurtful, devastating week for me. And, some people might say, well, get over it. Well, I did, and I am. But when, again, like all of us in life, you can't just get over it in that second. It takes time. And for me, I had to take those few days and wallow in my pity and just say, you know what? It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. And Hallie said, we love you. And I love you too. And Rhonda said, you are always so positive in your lives. I'm so grateful you stayed for our party and will continue to be real, Kiki. I can't not be real. I just can't. Like I said, will I divulge everything? No, I won't. But I can just tell you how I felt and how I've been feeling. And I think that's important. I do. And like I said, I'm sorry I started off the Friday this way, but I felt it was important to just come on here and just say, listen, I've been going through this week, been going through a bunch of stuff. So Tanya said, we're here for you, Kiki. You've touched all of us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Patty said, you may not have thousands and thousands, but you are very special to us here. And I know that, Patty. I appreciate that. And it's true. It's like, you know, at this stage of the game, you kind of don't want it to get really huge because I want it to stay like this. Like, because see, I can talk to you. I can talk to you. And, you know, whether some of you are religious or not, I'm religious. I love God. I look to God every single day. I thank God every single day, no matter what headspace I'm in. I always thank God. But I thank God for all of you. I do. And I thank God that, you know, we can connect on this level. I know it's crazy. Like I got to meet Patty. I've met Mark and Kurt and Scott, even Scott. I met Scott. And I haven't met most of you, but I feel like I know you here, you know, and I feel like this is our safe space where we can just kind of, you know, talk about stuff. We got a bunch of stuff, bunch of newsy type entertainment things to talk about tonight after I get over my pity party, which I'm over and I'm good. But you know, it, like Mark said, okay, it was so great seeing you both, you and Al on Monday night. Music brings us together and keeps all of us together. It, right? I mean, really, at the end of the day, you can't see it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, because see, it's backwards in the I can't myself. I drive myself nuts. Music brings people together. Mark sent us that, and it's true. It's you know, it's all about the music, but sometimes, you know, sometimes with what I do, music can also make you sad, you know. So I'm good, you know, but it was great seeing you. And let's see, Cindy said absolutely, Kiki. And then Candy said that was back in 2017 on Facebook, Steve Perry Facebook account. And then we started to talk then. Scott says, you and Al have added so much to my life. I'm so grateful for you both. We're grateful for you. For real. Grateful for you, Squat, even though I call you Squat. SCAWD. T, not D. Elise said, where's Al and his crooked toes? Well, Al and his crooked toes are at Jefferson Starship. And that's where I was going with this in the beginning. So I was supposed to be at that show tonight. And I told you guys I was going to be at that show. And we weren't going to have a show tonight. But I literally couldn't do it tonight because of the week I had. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I wanted to. I love Jefferson Starship. Kathy Richardson in the lead with Chris Smith and, you know, the great band that they have. They are fun. It's a great show. Marshall Tucker. They're actually, Jefferson Starship is opening for Marshall Tucker tonight. I thought it would be the other way around. I'm just being honest. Jefferson Starship is so high energy. I don't know about Marshall Tucker. I've never seen them. So I don't know. Maybe they're high energy too. I don't know. But anyway, so I was supposed to be there and I just mentally couldn't do it. Being honest, you know. Sometimes maybe I'm too honest. Sometimes maybe I am, I too much have my heart on my sleeve, but I can't change who I am. And I'm not going to. I just can't because this is who I am. Suzanne said, and you love Steve Perry. Glad you're still here. You're so funny. Rhonda said, I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I pray for all of you every single day and have been for many years. You know, well, because here's the thing, right? Talking about religion and politics, people get all crazy sometimes. But me, I'm never going to talk about politics here unless, like, what was it, about a month ago? There were Joe Biden ads popping up throughout the show, and I didn't know how to control it. Like, I didn't do it. I must have hit a wrong button. And Al's like, why is Joe Biden continuously showing up in your feed? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, he's interrupting your show. I said, well, President Biden, you need to stop interrupting my show. But I didn't know what I did. So I won't talk about politics. However, I will never not say how I am a believer of God and how I follow God and how I pray to God every day. I just said, you know, that's me. Squat. It's true. Scott. And Scott says, I saw JS last summer. Great time at Party Gras. I mean, they're fabulous. And Tanya said, oh man, so sorry. I've definitely been there too. Maybe it wasn't meant to be for that show. This week has definitely been off. It's true. It's true. I think that, well, this is a week maybe for other people as well. But yeah, it wasn't meant to be for me to be there tonight for sure. I might have to get Louie. And I'm sorry. I know. Sometimes I have to get, I'm the only gal on here tonight. Al, I have no help from Al. I think he said he might try to call. Excuse me. I can't. My dog. Lewis. All right. Say hi to Louie. Hello, I need a haircut. I need a bath. Hi, my name's Lou. Woohoo. Okay. Now go sit in your bed. Goodness. I'm telling you. You watch now. The cat's gonna want to come in here. I'm telling. This is my life. This is my life. It is literally having. All right. So my cat is 18. Louie is, we figure, about 13. It is literally like having two children. I am not kidding. They are all over me all the time. Like I'm constantly doing. This is what you do, right? But I went from having children, human children, to furry children. And it is what it is. And by the way, I want to say happy 30th birthday to our son Corey today. Happy birthday. And he's celebrating with his friends right now. Why? Excuse me. Can we not do you want me to hold you now? Oh Lord. This is gonna be a show tonight. Can you not do that? Oh boy. Come on. Oh boy. This is I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. Do you see what I'm saying? All right, love, bring on Louie. He loves it. He thinks he's all that. You know what I'm saying? Sing, Louie. He doesn't sing though. He just barks. He barks like since 3:00 he's been barking. Why? I don't know. He just Scott says Bella is 13 too. Isn't that funny? Louie. And happy birthday to Corey. Can you believe it? I have a 30-year-old. I have a 32-year-old and a 30-year-old and a 28-year-old who's having a baby. And thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. I just Al's not here because usually Al will be the watcher of Louie when he's here, but it's just me and him and the cat. Good. So yeah, all right. Can I put you down now for a minute or no? No? Look, say something. Can you say something? Say hi to everybody. They want to say hello. Can you say something? Can you hear him breathing? He's breathing. All right, can I put you down for 1 minute? Let's see if Daddy's calling. Al was going to try to call, but I think the doors are opening right now at Bally's Twin River Resort for Jefferson Starship. So the doors are opening in 2 minutes, and I think Al said he's going to try and call in about 8:00 from the show. But hopefully we can't hear any music because then I'll get copyright. I don't want to get copyright. Please don't get me in trouble with that. You know what I'm saying? I was in enough trouble this week. So let's see. Happy birthday, Corey. Yeah. So that's it. That's what I got this week. I mean, thanks for sticking through that. Nancy said, so cool. I have 2 cats that are sisters, Abby and Bella. How freaking cute. And yes, Scott has a Yorkie too, which isn't that funny? But my cat, 18 years old, she's very needy now. Like at night, seriously, dude, she will wake me up sometimes none during the night, but then sometimes it's like 5-6 times she gets on the bed, gets off the bed, and I got to pick her up to get on the bed. What are you doing? Do you want to go sit with Mittens? I forgot her name. Like, you want to go sit with you? Are you good there now? You good in your beddy? Ay, ay, ay. Do you see what I'm saying? And he just. Now, and if he hears a motorcycle go by, he's going to freak out. I'm telling you. I'm not going to sing Oh Sherry. I'll sing Oh Louie. See, a car just went by. Oh, there he goes. Did you see? I need 5 drinks after this. If we can get through the show tonight together, it's going to be a miracle. All right, let's start talking about some stuff. Shan't we? Louie, I'm talking about Cher right now. So Cher, excuse me. Are you okay? So Cher says she dates younger men because men her age are all dead. I mean, what in the name? So we know that Cher is now going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Has she said anything about it? Because remember, there was a whole thing, and I think Patty is the first one to bring it up. Cher said she would never let herself get inducted if she was going to be, because she should have been inducted 500 years ago, and she's mad about it. Blah, blah, blah. But I haven't heard her say she's not doing it, so I don't know. And she's 77 now. Do you believe? Cher is 77? She's 77 years old. It freaks me out, really. And she's still dating that guy, Alexander A.E. Edwards. He's 38. You do the math. What is it? Almost 39 years separate thing. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, she doesn't even know. Like, does he know who Sonny is? And does she know any of the stuff he knows? I don't know, man. She probably doesn't care. She's like, you got to know what I know. I don't got to know what you know. They've been together since 2022. And now, like, they're still, I guess, they're together. So that's great. And Cher was on the Jennifer Hudson show this past Wednesday. And she said that she was shy around men. Like, I can't picture Cher being shy of anything. And she said, and I quote, "The reason I go out with young men is because men my age or older, well, now they're all dead. But before they were always terrified to approach me, and younger men were the only ones that, ... I don't know what she said after that because it ends right there. So I guess younger men went up to her because they want her money. Probably. Just throwing it out there. What do I know? I don't know. But she's certainly defying odds with what she's doing. And Candy said, "I don't understand why Cher would think older guys are dead. That's not cool." Well, I think because, like, she's 77. Let's face facts, right? She's 77 years old. And I mean, in not normal times, in old school times, right? Women dated men like what? Their same age or a year or two older. So if she were going to go according to old school standards, she would be dating someone like 79, 80. And let's be real. I mean, that age category and bracket is kind of tough, I would think, to get a date. It's hard. Like, because either, I'm not even going to go there. There's lots of visuals going on in my head right now, and I'm going to be nice. I'm not going to do it. But I will tell you, and I was telling my friends too about this. I watched this show, Lisa Ling. Raise your hand if you know Lisa Ling. She does some great documentaries, kids. Like, she goes right in the trenches. Well, she did this whole thing about aging. And of course, I watched it the other night while Al was snoring next to me because I was up with the cat. You know, the cat's like, "Let me on the bed." And okay, so then I'm awake and I can't go back to sleep. So I'm watching this thing that Lisa Ling did. And it was all about, did I talk about this already? I feel like I've talked about this to so many people, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it was fascinating. So she showed this, I don't know, assisted living facility, and the room was filled with residents, right? And then there's a speaker talking about sex to these people. I hope I don't get banned for this word. You're not supposed to even say that word, but all right. So you'll, if I say the S word, you'll know what I mean, right? And I mean, the questions that were coming out of these older people's mouths, like about what they could do and not do. And I'm like, what is going on? What in the name of shaboodle is happening? Like, what am I watching right now? But I stuck with it and I knew it was going to get better. And then it goes into a woman who had a stroke and she was living with her daughter and her husband, her daughter's husband, who was so sweet. Both of them so sweet. And the daughter's like, I have to take care of my mom 24/7. I am her caregiver. She's in my home. She's not in a nursing home. And her husband's like, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wanted my mother in law to live with us. I thought that was so, really, isn't that how it should be? Everybody should be so kind because let's face it, our parents gave us life. If it wasn't for I know there's some crappy parents out there, all right? I will give you that. But for the most part, parents gave us our lives. We're here because of them. And I would do anything if my mother was still here. My dad, I would do anything for them. My mom wanted to go to the nursing home. I wanted her to come to my home. And Al was all for it. He's like, absolutely, we'll get everything set up. My mother's like, nope, I want my own space. She didn't want it. She couldn't live alone anymore. And she did not want to come to my house. She's like, no, I'm sorry. I love you, but I don't want that. And I had to respect her wishes. But this show was really cool and it just showed so many different things. And then the thing it ended with, which was amazing to me, I apologize. I forget if the woman, I think she's 92. She's beaten all kinds of track records for running. The woman's 92. She could be 97. I don't know. I forget. I think she's 92. I'm probably going to be on the show next. But I love how they ended it on a positive note and how she works out every day. The woman's 92. 92. She looked amazing, by the way. So it was just kind of cool how they touched on all of these different things. Louis liked it too, apparently. And they touched on just different stages of life. You know what, dude? Do you want to go sit with the cat? Do you want to go sit with your sister? Do you want to? Help me. Help me. We'll get through this. So it was really good. If you see it, if you can find it, Lisa Ling, I don't know the name of it, but it was really, really good. Really good. Wait a minute. I got to see if Al texted me. Let's see. Did Daddy text? Because, nope. Oh my God, I love Roberta. Roberta, I love you. I love you. I love you. She is the sweetest. Thank you. So, let's see. And then the next person in the news we're going to talk about. Yeah, that's a dog you hear, Mary. Hi, Mary. And hi, Carol Jean. How are you? Nice to see you. And Candy said, since Cher made that comment about older men, I don't think she's going to get a date with one now that she made that comment. Well, she's dating a 38-year-old or 39-year-old. I don't think she cares, Candy. I think Cher's good. She's getting her needs met. She's getting her needs met by A.E. Edwards. I can't. I'm telling you, unbelievable. I don't know. But, you got to love Cher because she calls it the way she sees it. All right. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard. All right. Raise your hand if you know who that is. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I'm going to look at the comments here. Do you know who that is? Because I didn't for a while. I didn't know who Gypsy Rose Blanchard was. And she was literally all over the news a few months back. Well, it's probably been a while now. I don't know. Don't you lose track of time? I do. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard, for those of you who don't know, I think she was 16 when this happened. I could be wrong, but I think she was 16, allegedly. Rhonda said Gypsy Rose, her mother made her sick her entire childhood. Yes. So Munchausen's syndrome, that's what her mother had. Literally, her mother raised Gypsy Rose as a sick child. There was nothing wrong with Gypsy. Nothing. Zero. Healthy kid. But her mother said she had cancer. She had her in a wheelchair. She shaved her head. She had Make a Wish donate stuff because Make a Wish Foundation does wonderful things for children who are suffering life ending illnesses. They do fabulous work. So she was basically a scam artist. Let's be real. But in while she's scamming, and did she really scam because she wanted money? No, I think she scammed because she had an illness. She had a mental illness, like drastic mental illness. So Gypsy Rose, her entire life, she thought there was something wrong with her. And I don't know, she got older and she figured it out, I guess. Well, Gypsy Rose and her then boyfriend, I think she was 16 at the time, murdered her mother. Gypsy didn't do it. The ex-boyfriend did it. So Gypsy Rose just got out of jail. Gosh, has it been a year now? You know? You know? So yeah, I'm trying to tell you guys who she is. So about a year ago, she got out of jail, and that's why I started seeing her all over the news. I'm like, who is this person? So she got married to, I guess, someone that used to visit her in prison, gained millions of followers on TikTok, making all kinds of money, and now she's having, I don't know, cosmetic surgery. She's gone through a complete transformation. She's 32 years old. She was in jail for 8 years for the murder of her mother. And let's see, she got a nose job. She had, let's see, some other things done, I guess. And she got with a celebrity makeup artist, Alexis Oakley. And she had her hair redone and all kinds of things. And somebody on TikTok said, I don't care what anyone says. She's glowing and living her best life as she should. Someone else said, you deserve this. You deserve to feel beautiful and live your best life. Someone else said, I'm glad how she's finally living life the way she should. So here's my question to you guys. She was convicted of murder. Just, not that that's funny in any way, shape, or form. But holy moly, isn't it insane how you do bad things sometimes and you become a celebrity over it? Something to think about. I don't get it. I really don't understand how that happens. O.J. Simpson said that. Like literally, he became, not in a good way, but he did become famous again for what he allegedly did or did not do. There are countless other people that I just can't think off the top of my head. But it just kind of amazes me how our society can take people who do bad things and put them in a really good light. Am I saying what her mother did was right? Absolutely not. But you know what's crazy? So I've watched a few documentaries on Gypsy Rose. And if you guys, honestly, guys, I would watch a documentary on Gypsy Rose Blanchard because it is an interesting story. But in one of the documentaries I saw, it's like her family knew about what was going on. I'm trying to keep an eye out if Al calls. So, right? Like if your family has an inkling that something's not right in Boomtown, don't you think you might want to say something? I'm just throwing it out there. So the fact that these people were quiet for really, this girl's whole life, said nothing. Maybe they tried and couldn't get anywhere, but dag nabbit, I would think that maybe child welfare could come in and take a peek. And all the doctors that saw her just took the mother's word that she had cancer. Like, do you not look? Do you not dig a little deeper? I'm telling you, man, Some things in this world just make my head spin and go, how does that? So Rhonda said, well, Rhonda, she didn't do it. Her ex-boyfriend did it, but she knew he was doing it. She okayed it. That was the whole thing. She allowed him to do it. And she told him where to go in the house and when she was sleeping. She was definitely an accessory to that. And let's see. So Carol Jean is chasing chickens while listening. Hello, Jotty. How are you? And Halise said Charles Manson. But, the whole Charles Manson thing. All right, who was the woman? Oh, my gosh. Why can I not think of her name? Scott, help me. The woman who was pregnant. And they all went in there and got her. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And there's that movie about that. That was really, terrible movie, but very well done. And Cindy said that was the worst one ever with Manson. Horrible. Like, Sharon Tate. Thank you, Tanya. I forget the name of that movie. That came out a few years ago. Again, terrible movie, terrible storyline, but really well done. And it makes your heart just curl up and just cry. And Cindy said that was the worst one ever. Yeah. I'm sorry. And Candy said, what about the boyfriend? Did he get 8 years? I think he might still be in. I'm not sure. Sorry. I don't know the facts. And Candy said Sharon Tate, she was a movie star. She was. And I think, was she not in Playboy too? Forgive me if I don't know all the details. Name of the movie was Helter Skelter. Wasn't there another one too? There was another one that was put out not too long ago. And yes, happy birthday yesterday to Mr. Lou Gramm. And we're going to be talking about him in a bit too. I love Lou. And thank goodness I'll be seeing him soon. Oh my gosh. Like I don't get enough of Lou. Can I just tell you that? I don't ever have enough of Lou. Because he is, he's the best. He's simply the best. And if you didn't hear my most recent interview with him, go and check it out. Like I said to him, and it's so true. I was talking to my friend Sue about it today as well. Him and Steve Perry were the two male voices of the 80s. That whole decade, they have it, hands down. There's no other male voice that could compare to them. Granted, who's in my head? John Bon Jovi, because we need to be talking about him in a little bit. I mean, gosh dang it. Like, adorable. Who didn't love John Bon Jovi? But in terms of voices, it was Steve Perry and Lou Gramm. Right? They were the two tippity-top voices of the 80s. I mean, yes, we have many others, but they had a lot of songs and a lot of hits and just a lot. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Is that the name of it? I don't know. I feel like it was called something else. And Rhonda said the Manson murders in August of 1969. Thankfully, I was barely 4 years old and didn't understand. Right. So true. And Candy said she was 17 when the Manson murders took place in California. Sharon Tate, greatest rock vocalist, Steve Perry, Lou Gramm, Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury, dear Lord. Imagine if he was still around. Who doesn't love Queen? I mean, Queen, another. And then, of course, Eddie Money is in my head. I mean, just so many great male vocalists. But the two tippity top at the iceberg were Steve Perry and Lou Gramm. You can't take it away from them. You just can't. So, you gotta love them. You gotta love them. And another kind of crazy story, really. This is kind of nuts. Britney Spears, poor thing. She's going through stuff. And you talk about mental illness, but here's a girl that was controlled by her father for years. And again, here's another situation, the Gypsy Rose situation. And you got two totally different ones, but Britney Spears, like, how come no one stepped in to stop that? Can you tell me? Because how did he get away with controlling her for her entire adult life, basically? Basically. How does that happen? Okay, she had something going on at one point. I mean, the girl was a mega, mega superstar. Huge, huge. She's still, like, literally, if she came out and did something, I don't know. My friend's like, doesn't she have a residency in Vegas? I don't think so. Does she? I don't think so. But still, so many people follow her and love and adore her. But the girl was messed up by her family. I mean, like, taking money from her, spending her money that she earned. It's so disgusting. I just don't know how no one was able to interject themselves and say, we need to stop this. We need to let this girl, okay, maybe she can't handle everything on her own, which how could she? I mean, you're talking about mega success here. Not just like, oh, she's got 10 grand in the bank, millions of dollars. And things, what does she have? Perfume or cologne or something? She's got things going on. Like, she sells other things. Dang, like, of course she would need help. But to allow that to happen is just, it breaks my heart. And Scott says, I guess she's moving to Boston according to the media. What? I haven't heard that, Scott. Where did you hear that? Well, let's face it. LA is getting bad from what I read and what I watch. Is it a lie? I don't know. Can I tell you something before we get into Britney? So I live in Rhode Island, and off the highway now, which, again, all these things are happening, is beyond me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So there is an entrance to the highway near where I live. So you can get onto the highway over here, and then another section you get off the highway. So it's kind of in the same area. There's a man set up in a tent. I'm not laughing at him. I'm not. I'm just, because I can't believe these things are happening, right? And I live in kind of a countryish town, right? And I know these things are going. I'm not naive. They're going on all over the world, and the United States, hello, like it's happening more and more and more. But he's living in a tent right off the entrance to the highway. He can get himself killed where he's set up. Like, and I'm going, so I've seen him there for like 3 weeks now. Why are the police allowing him to stay there? Because to me, it's danger. That's dangerous. That's not even okay. I get it. You don't have a home. I understand. I'm sensitive to that fact. But do you have to set up right near the entrance and exit to a highway? Like, isn't that, if someone's drunk, they'll kill him. I'm not exaggerating. His tent is set up right on the curb. And Roberta, if you're still here, maybe you've seen him, but it's like right on the edge. And I'm going, isn't the traffic noise bothering you, first of all? And second of all, you can be killed. You're right in the danger area, like you're in a danger box. You put yourself in danger. And I'm not kidding. If he moved over 50 yards, he'd be in trees. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be safer and probably have some more privacy. But where he set himself, like, all right, so maybe it's me. Is he doing this to make a statement? Is that why sometimes people do these types of things? Because maybe that's why he's sitting there. He's making a statement. I just thought of that. Because I'm like, this is scary. I'm scared for the guy. I don't know. Does he have a dog in there with him? I don't know. I'm not going to go knocking on his tent and saying, hello, who do you have in there with you? I'm not going to do that because he'll probably kill me or something. I don't want to, like, get drugged into his tent. What's he going to do? I don't know. Maybe he'll make me cook for him. I don't know. So let's see. Scott says, I guess she's moving to Boston. Da, da, da. And then Scott says, I'm a magnet for women with issues, so it makes sense. Are you going to date Brittany? I mean, that would be kind of amazing because then you can get her on the show. So that would be great, Scott. I hope so. And so Rhonda says we have 19,000 in my town of Maumelle, Arkansas right now. That's insane. It's a lot. And, you know, I guess in my town and nearby town, there's more and more and more. Because my friend Sue told me today that there's a whole little city that popped up near one of our high schools in the area. I'm like, that's insane because you don't know who's tenting. You don't know what they're doing. You just don't know. And Candy wants to know maybe Scott can date Charo. Could you go? I love her. I think she's great. That she'd be great for you, Scott. And Johnny wants to know if he needs a roommate. I don't know. Go knock on his tent and find out. He might. And Rhonda said it's so dangerous out in the world right now. If he's near a highway, it's to sit with a sign for handles. But I don't even see a sign, Rhonda. That's the thing. Don't even see a sign. Peter Baker. Okay, ready? Finding your way down on Baker Street. There's your weekly, whatever you want to call that. I don't know. But it's just, and see, it's in my head. I have to get it out. And so Roberta said, I'm not aware of this where. So Roberta, you know where Walmart is? Drive down a little bit where the highway entrance and exit is. He's right there. You'll see him. I saw him the other day. Because I drove down there the other day and I'm like, maybe he's gone. No, he's not gone. He's still there. So people clearly need to know. They know he's there, but he's still there. Like, danger, 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 danger. And I think his tent has gotten bigger, to be quite honest. It's gotten longer. So I don't know if folks have moved in to the town. Maybe it's a town that's growing. I'm not sure. But I'm not going to find out. So many homeless people in California. It's crazy. I've been seeing like LA is crazy, and Scott loves older women. So ladies, Scott is open to an older woman relationship. Like, how much older, Scott? You need to give the ladies in the room like a heads up as to, what you're looking for in that older woman. Like, what age range are you ready to? Do you want to go blue hair, white hair, silver hair? You got to give us something to work with here. Gina Thomas, and I got to see Gina Thomas the other night too, and give her a big ginormous hug. Hi, Gina. I love you. I love you. It was so nice to see you, and I'm hoping that we're going to see you soon in the summer too. And Gina said, "Hi, Scott. I missed your face on Monday." I know. We thought you were going to be there, to be quite honest. Everybody's saying hi to Gina. And so Roberta said, usually don't go past Walmart to 95. So if I have to go north, you just got to go that next exit down. So yeah, you wouldn't see him, but take a little ride. Just take a little, and then you can turn around in the commuter parking lot. It's just worth a look-see, just to say, oh, I know what she's talking about. And Scott says, I'm 59, so 10 or 12 years max. Okay, everybody. So for those of you who are 69 to 72, Scott Andrews is looking. He's ready to go. He's ready to just throw it down for you. And, I have some chips. Like, we can place a bet. We can place a bet on Scott to see if he dates anyone in the chat. But he wants it older. He's not into the younger ones. He's got to go up here. Okay, so everybody just keep this in mind. If you know someone that you can maybe refer to Scott, and someone he'd be interested. I would think she's gonna be a little cute though. Like, she's got to be cute. And there's some really cute older women. You know what I mean? Like, they really take care of themselves, do the Botox, the filler. Like, they look good. Exercise. Al took a picture of me the other night, and I look like a stuffed sausage. And I said, it's all in the angle though. Because I don't think I really look like that picture that he took of me. I think it was just because he really is sometimes a terrible photographer, I should say. I was going to say photo taker. But he is just, the angles, that man, I'm like, dude, I always tell you, go up here and shoot the lens down. For older ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You point the lens down. You don't go down here and point up. Never do that. Never take a picture like that unless you can. I cannot because I look like a stuffed sausage if you do that. Help me, Jesus. So let's see. Scott says he does not want a long distance romance, everyone. So keep that in mind. So 69 to 72, he doesn't want a long distance romance. He's in the Boston area. So Britney Spears is out. Charo, she'd be good for you though, but I think she's still married. She's married. She married to like some prince guy. I don't know, but I think she's been married a long time. Halise said, "I gave up on love. I'm done." That's sad. Don't give up. Don't give up, Halise. Never give up. What was that song? Don't give up on us, baby. We still have one more try. Who sang that? Tell me. Rhonda says Walmart allows homeless people living in their cars or motorhomes to live in their parking lots. I read that is going away. A lot of Walmarts have stopped that now. For real, truth. They're stopping that. So people are having to find other parking lots to go. Have you ever heard of Buc-ee's? I guess that's a popular one to go park your RV in or your car or your van. I don't know. We don't have Buc-ee's here. Roberta said, you always look beautiful. Thank you. But Al's got to learn how to shoot a camera. He's got to learn the angles, Roberta. Oh, so it's Arkansas home of Walmart, Steve Perry girlfriend. I don't know about that. I didn't hear anything about that. Gina said, Kiki, seeing you and Al, it was just such an emotional moment on so many levels. Oh my God, Gina. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. And you look great, by the way. And you're so cute. We love you. We love you, love you, love you. And you're always in our prayers, Gina. Always, every single day. Everybody send some hearts and love to Gina, please. Thank you. And so Candy said, Scott, I don't blame you. Long distance romances sometimes don't work out. Why even have a romance if that can't be local? That's kind of true. You want to be able to reach out and touch someone. You do. David Soul. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. David Soul. Remember that song, though? I love you more. And hello, Laura. How are you? Welcome aboard. Everybody send... Can we see some hearts for Gina, please? We need some hearts for Gina. Some big, big hearts for Gina. So let me do this Britney Spears story while you guys are sending hearts. Thank you so much. There we go. Thank you, thank you. And let's see. So Britney Spears, they say she's in a bad mental place, and paramedics were called to, I don't know, take her out of somewhere. She was at a hotel. She got in a fight with her boyfriend, and something happened. Let's see. Let's see more, shall we? And let's see. She got into a fight with her boyfriend at the Chateau Marmont Hotel. Okay, and it stops right there. So let's go to this tab. Al hates tabs. And let's see. So people think her current boyfriend is bringing her down. Isn't that the way? Isn't that the way when there's, we're on the outside looking into someone else's relationship. We're like, we can see that it's bad for you. Please listen. Please let us help you. I have that in my life now too. Like, please listen to me. Please listen to me. I can see it. It's bad. Stop it. But I cross it. Can you see me crossing my eyes? Help me, Jesus. So let's see. She's dating somebody named Paul. And a lot of people in Britney's inner circle would like to see him gone. They're concerned that his intentions are not good. He was hired to do maintenance work in her home 2 years ago. And when the ambulance was called for Britney yesterday, they were told that an adult female was injured. That's not good. That's not good at all. And she was photographed walking out of the hotel with no shoes on, carrying a pillow and a blanket. And then she hurt her ankle while she was walking down the stairs with that whole incident. And Spears' friends want Paul out of the picture. They've tried for months to tell her to stop associating with him, but the more they tell her to stay away, it has the reverse effect because she isn't listening to them. Why is that a thing? Why does that happen? You know why I think it's happening with Brittany? Because she really didn't have the chance or the opportunity to be a kid. She didn't have the opportunity to be a child and then a teenager and then a young adult. She didn't get that. It was all taken away from her because she's so famous. So if she maybe had the chance to, and gosh dang it, I just saw something and the person said, let's be real. How many child actors are normal? I think there are some who definitely turned out normal, but when you look at it all collectively, I would probably have to agree that the majority maybe ended up, not like I'm thinking Gary Coleman from Different Strokes. Oh my gosh, what a sad story. And there were so many sad stories. But Brittany was completely controlled by her father, who didn't allow her to be free. And like I said earlier, she was making all of this money. And then, so I came across this too. So there are also reports that she's going broke. Now, when I read about the whole conservatorship with her dad, taking over Brittany's life, basically, it was said that he basically spent a majority of her money. I think her mom did too. Allegedly. Allegedly. Thank you so much. I had to throw that in there. But I'm just going according to what I remember reading. So let's see. The conservatorship was created for her in 2008, a long time ago. And Brittany became famous with her first single, Baby One More Time. Hit me, baby, one more time. The ponytails. Girl, I love that song. Girl, oh my gosh. I love that. So that was in 1998. She was only 16 years old. She went to number one. And of course, she got the title Princess of Pop. Because why wouldn't she? Because she really was the princess of pop. And then she had, tons of other songs. Oops, I Did It Again, Toxic. Oh, because you know that I'm toxic. And Grammy, awards, all kinds of things. And then she's married, not married, not married, boyfriend, no boyfriend, lots of things going on. Justin Timberlake, and then he just put her in his book, and that didn't go over. That went over like a lead balloon. My mother would say that all the time. It's going to go over like a lead balloon, and it did. And it actually got Justin in kind of some hot water with his fans too. They didn't like it. They didn't like what he said about Britney, because there are lots of Britney fans, and I'm one of them. I love me some Britney Spears. Is what it is. So in 2008, Britney was hospitalized after police arrived at her home and claimed that she had been under the influence of an unidentified substance. And then the father of her kids, former husband Kevin Federline, used to be a dancer for Britney, right? It's all a big circle in that industry. And he got sole custody of the kids. And she was later admitted. Now, I thought this was interesting, guys. She was later admitted to a psychiatric ward under a 5150 involuntary psychiatric hold. 5150, whose album is that? Thank you very much, Van Halen, 5150. And that's what that means. So she got placed under a conservatorship with her father, Jamie, and her attorney as co-conservators. And that gave all of them full control of her assets, everything. She couldn't get a candy bar if she wanted to, even a stick of gum, nothing, without asking permission. I don't know. What did she even spend any money? I don't know. I'm going to sneeze. And then I don't like to look at. Thank you. It was like the weirdest sneeze I've What was that? Well, okay, it's gone now. So she did more songs, Hold It Against Me, and then I don't know, whatever. She released some more singles, and so people are like, okay, so what's going on? What's going on with the money? Well, the conservatorship again, had control of everything, and Britney's financial decisions. I'm reading this from Yahoo.com. They're all in court records, and let's see. In 2019, Britney spent $400,000 on living expenses. And in 2018, she spent $66,000 on household supplies and $70,000 in travel, which really is not a lot when you're thinking Britney Spears here. So she didn't do a lot of traveling, really. Britney's largest expense in 2018 were her legal and conservatorship fees, which amounted to $1.1 million. So she paid more to her attorneys than she did traveling and buying cleaning products, whatever she had to buy for the house. That's insane. That's crazy. And her father, oh my God, like this, as I'm reading this is great. I haven't read this till just now. Jamie Spears received $128,000 as Britney's conservator in 2018. That's more than what she spent on travel. Like, what is that? And interest around Britney's conservatorship sparked again in February of 2021 when the New York Times released their documentary Framing Britney Spears on Hulu. I have to watch that. I do have to watch that. I've watched so many Britney Spears things. I feel like they're all kind of the same now, just like Michael Jackson documentaries and Elvis documentaries. It's like they're all the same. You know what happens. And in 2019, Jamie temporarily relinquished his role as Britney's conservator after her ex-husband, Kevin Federline, obtained a restraining order against him following an alleged physical altercation between Jamie and Sean Preston, Britney and Federline's eldest son. Oh, I didn't know that. And Britney's care manager, Jody Montgomery, was assigned as her temporary conservator. See, I didn't know that. So at this time, Britney and Kevin had 30/70 joint custody. And in August of 2020, Britney requested to permanently remove her father as her conservator. And then after that, Jamie requested that Wallet, what is a Wallet? Serve as a conservator alongside him. I don't know who Wallet is. And let's see. Although he ultimately withdrew the petition to reappoint Wallet in October 2020 following pushback from Britney's legal team. Reminds me of Blanket, Michael Jackson's son, Blanket. I wonder why he named him Blanket. Do you know why he named his son Blanket? I always wondered that. And in November of 2020, a judge appointed Jamie and Bessemer Trust Company co-conservators over Britney's estate. And Britney wanted her dad out. Basically, she wanted him replaced by somebody else. And the company resigned in July of 2021 after Britney's now famous court hearing in which she spoke out against her conservatorship and her father. Good for her. Remember that whole thing, Free Britney? And they still say it. Her fans still say, Free Britney, hashtag Free Britney. And then she got a new lawyer. And then it was announced that Jamie would resign as her co-conservator in August of 2021. And he said that there are no actual grounds for suspending or removing himself from her conservatorship, but ultimately decided to step aside as he does not believe that a public battle with his daughter over his continuing service as her conservator would be in her best interests. And that was from TMZ. I love TMZ, just saying. They're so gritty. Like, they're just gritty. I like it. I like some of it. Some of it I don't. Like some of the pictures they take of people, it's like, oh, that's a bad one. Like you shouldn't catch people in light like that. Like you should make sure they'll at least let them look halfway decent. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of scary. Okay, so oh, you're still here. Louis just yawned, so I forgot he was even right next to me here. So, good boy. All right, let's go to her net worth here. So we'll scroll right here. So what is Britney Spears' net worth? According to Forbes, in 2024, Her net worth was only estimated at $60 million. Now, granted, I wouldn't mind $60 million in my bank account, but I mean, this girl's done a lot. She's done a lot. And to only be worth $60 million, Rod Stewart selling his catalog for $100 million, that still blows my mind. ZZ Top getting 150 split three ways blows my mind. It should have been way more. Do you get where I'm going with this? She should have more money. But then somebody comes in and says, well, it's probably around 70 million, give or take 10 million. So let's say 70 million. And at the end of 2018, her net worth was only 59 million. So it's going up a little bit over the years, which is good. Oh, okay. So in 2018, Britney earned $30 million that year. And that came from music sales, her Las Vegas residency, and see, she's got perfumes. I knew she had some. She has perfumes called Fantasy and Curious. I'm curious what they smell like. Because I knew she had them, though. See, I forgot all about it. And I don't know, didn't she have other things, too? So in 2013, Britney earned $30 million that year in just perfume sales. That's a lot of smelling good stuff. And the Las Vegas show in 2017 earned her $103 million on about 250 shows. That's great. Go do the Vegas residency, people. Run and do a residency in Vegas. My goodness. And in 2012, Britney was paid $15 million for her role as a judge on Fox's The X Factor. So that's great. So see, the girl's making cash. I mean, she's making some bank because she's Britney Spears. She's got the name to make the money. And let's see, she's blowing through her money after the conservatorship is over. She has no concept of money. Duh. Of course she doesn't. She was never taught to have a concept of money. And it says for over a decade, other people were in charge of her bank accounts, and every purchase had to be reported to the court, even if it was just a pack of gum. What did I talk about gum? Right? But now she's on her own. She's not broke, but she definitely could benefit from being more careful with her cash. So, you know, the poor girl is literally, she can't help it. The girl can't help it. I mean, she was put into this position by her family. And like I said, why nobody stepped in and said, can we just help this girl? Oh, we love Kathy Waddle too. We love her. And that was a sneeze, yeah. That was my sneeze. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And Nancy said my cat sneezes louder than that. I try to hold it in. I do. Oh my God. Hello, Kathy. Is your YouTube updated? Mine does that sometimes. What happened? Did something happen? Peter said, what? I don't know what that means. Gina Thomas said, Kathy, great album. 5150. Fun fact, I was at the live concert they filmed at the New Haven Coliseum. What? Lucky lady. That's awesome. Britney released her memoir too. Yes, she did. We think Kathy Waddle's YouTube and Google accounts have been hacked. Oh my gosh. My son's going to help her regain hers in the morning. Come on. Kathy, I'm sorry to hear that. That stinks. And Rhonda said Jamie Spears, Britney's dad, got his leg amputated. Why? That's terrible. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. But you know what? It's time to open a present. And that was really not a good segue, and I apologize. But I need a cheers. Cheers. So Patty Taylor, very sweet Patty Taylor, sent me something for my birthday. And it was returned to her the first time. I don't know why. I don't know. Sometimes the post office can get wonky. Let's be real. So we're going to open that up. Hold, please. Louie, I'm going to open the box. He was smelling it earlier. He's like, what's that? I said, well, we're going to find out. So thank you, Patty Taylor. And Tim. Patty and Tim. Let's open it up with my trusty scissors. My skizzers. It's always fun getting presents, isn't it? Because when we get old, we don't get nothing. In my world, anyway. Well, no, I get things sometimes. Al got me a tree, which I'm still so happy about. And he got me climbing hydrangeas, and they look so good. They're growing. Oh my goodness, look at this. And there's a bag. There's a bag. It says happy birthday. So cute. Thank you. All right, ready? I'm going to read the card. So the card, let's put that right there. It says, happy birthday to someone who's young in body, young in mind, and young in spirit. So cute. Hey, quit hogging all the youth. That's cute. Hoping you have a terrific birthday. Love, Tim and Patty Taylor. Thank you so much. So sweet and so kind and so thoughtful. You guys are great. Let's get this out of the box. Oh my. I need these too. This is so funny. Are you kidding me? I ran out. Wait a minute. There's more. There's more. I love it. I literally ran out because my market basket has not been getting them. Two. This is fantastic. Wait, hold on. I'm not done. Three. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. Well, I think I'm all set on chocolate rice cakes for a while. Thank you so much. This is the best. This is the best. Literally, I have no more. And I haven't been able to get them because Market Basket doesn't have any. Did I just sound like a monster? I did. Thank you so much, Patty and Tim. Thank you. That was so thoughtful. So thoughtful. Oh my God. Louie, we got rice cakes. That's why he was sniffing the box. He knew there was food in there. Isn't that funny? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Love it. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? You guys really listen, don't you? It's great. Thank you, Mary. Oh my goodness. And Candy said, what a wonderful gift. How sweet, Patty. That is awesome. What a freaking awesome gift. The gift of love. It's so true. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Is Patty even here? I hope she's here. Oh, I hope she's here. If not, she'll have to go back and watch it, but I'll send her a message anyway. That's so sweet. Thank you. You guys are great. You guys are, oh my gosh. Thank you. All right. So moving on. Ozzy Osbourne, another rock legend getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And poor guy, he's clearly not well. And he said he just wants to perform again. He just wants to get on the stage again, probably one more time, and hopefully he can do that. Will he be great at it? I don't think anyone cares. I think, people just want to see him be able to do what he wants to do again. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just got to feel for the guy. So let's see. He said, the question was asked to him. This is in Ultimate Classic Rock, my favorite. Is he going to perform at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony? And he said that he's still waiting to find out if he can. I guess they have to give him, the thumbs up. And let's see, he gave a health update to co-host Billy Morrison on the latest episode of Ozzy Speaks on Sirius XM. And he said, he's so funny. I'd like to do a gig without falling over now. But one surgeon is taking his time with giving his permission to retake the stage. So I guess he's just not in a good way at all, which just makes me so sad. He is battling Parkinson's disease, as well as pain associated with a string of back surgeries. And he doesn't know if he's going to be performing at the Rock Hall induction ceremony. So we can only hope the best for Ozzy. And it would be really great if he could just give that one more performance. And hopefully they can make that happen for him. And Al is at the Starship concert. Yes, he is. He is, yeah. Patty, thank you. It's not small, it's big, because I eat those all the time. That's my snack food, and that's my morning breakfast. So again, thank you. Very, 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 very sweet. And let's see, Patty said, when those are gone, I'm hooked. I'll hook you up again. Kroger in Ohio. Yeah, like literally. I don't know why Market Basket has a problem with chocolate rice cakes. And then Michelle, like every Sunday. So she's like, what do you need today? So the two things I have her get me now, this is sad. It really is. Mrs. Butterworth syrup, because I'm telling you, Al is elf. I'm not kidding. So she bought him 3 bottles a few weeks ago. And I said, I need more. I feel like I have a dealer. Like she's my Market Basket dealer. And she goes, but I just got you 3 bottles. I said, I know, but he eats it. And she goes, but I've had 3 bottles for months and we haven't even finished 1 bottle. I said, well, Al likes syrup. And you know what? Let the guy have syrup. I don't care. Just eat your syrup. If he starts with getting diabetes, there's a like what do you want me to tell you? It's just, again, I can't tell him what to do. I can't. So she gets me Mrs. Butterworth syrup and chocolate rice cakes. I don't know why my Market Basket has a problem. I can't tell you. Roberta said she'll have to look for them too. You're not going to find them at Market Basket. Well, I'm good now. I got 4 packs. I think I'm good for a little bit because these last a long time too. They really do. And let's see, if he's putting it on his pasta, there's a problem. I haven't seen that yet, but you know what? He might sneak it. As far as I know, he might sneak. All right, let me get the phone because he said he's going to. So it's almost 8 o'clock, and he said he's going to try to call and do like a call in to let us know how the show's going because the show will start in just about 4 minutes. I know yet, right? Roberta, you get them and you put peanut butter on them. And I'm telling you, you will be hooked. I promise you, you will be hooked. And Jefferson Starship, 2 minutes actually. So my clock is saying it's 4 minutes before 8. My laptop says it's 2 minutes before 8. So, and the shows go off right on the dot there. Jefferson Starship first, Marshall Tucker second. What does Marshall Tucker sing? I know 3 songs, I think, by Marshall Tucker. Let's see. I can look it up. I can do it. Marshall Tucker songs. Hold on. I'm sure it's probably already in the chat right now. Marshall Tucker songs. Can't you see? Can't you see? Or Take the Highway. Do I know that one? Heard it in a love song. Heard it in a love song. All right. And then Ramblin', I don't know. Take the Highway. I feel like I know that one. But Can't You See? Well, yeah, I know that one. But I kind of feel like they should have opened for Jefferson Starship. Not Jefferson Starship opening for Marshall Tucker. Because, like, to me, Marshall Tucker is more like subdued. Me? I don't know. Like this. Yeah, with peanut butter, you gotta do it. All right, so Sammy Hagar, talking about 5150, he got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame this week. And he has received the 2,779th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame this past Tuesday. And Guy Fieri, who is very good friends with Sammy, and also Rick Springfield. Now, I haven't read this article yet. I'm looking at you. Was Rick Springfield there? I don't know, because like the 3 of them are like the 3 amigos. They hang out together all the time. So Guy Fieri served as the MC, as well as Sammy's longtime manager, Tom Consolo, and friend singer John Mayer. So there's no Rick Springfield. Ooh. How come Rick Springfield wasn't it? Like Rick Springfield's with him and Guy all the time. And John Mayer said about Sammy, your work ethic is unlike, honestly, anything I've ever seen. When we first started out together, you called me early in the day and you said, are your sleeves rolled up? Since that day, they've never come down. You are this was Tom, his manager is saying this. You are the idea guy. You've always got one. We may kick something around on the phone, but by the time we've hung up, you've got it 100% formed and it's ready for execution. So that's pretty nice that he said that about his buddy. And let's see. Sammy said his mom was in love with the Walk of Fame in the 60s. And Sammy said, and I quote, "We didn't have anything, maybe enough gas money to make it to the beach. 4 kids raised by a single mom, and she would want to come down here and see the movie stars. She was really in love with the movie industry and Clark Gable and those guys," he explained. Oh my goodness, right? And Sammy went on to say, "I remember seeing this thing and to think it was way beyond a dream. You have dreams and then you have the dream that you didn't dream," he gushed. "This is one of those dreams that I didn't dream, and wow." And you know what's crazy? Van Halen doesn't have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that crazy? And Sammy is also in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And of course, his wife Kari was there with him. And he's still got the Cabo Wabo Cantina in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And he's got tequila. I mean, the dude he's rich. He's just rich, and he grew up with nothing. That's his story. He was poor. And the fact that he made it all happen for himself, very inspiring, for sure. And so Candy said, "I have the zero sugar Mrs. Butterworth syrup. I think Al would like it." No, he wouldn't. No, he's not doing it. I've tried. Patty says, "I love Sammy. Isn't he great? He just seems like a cool dude." And let's see. Rhonda said, "Kiki, I've also mailed a birthday gift to Be on the Lookout." You don't have to do that. You guys don't have to do these things. Thank you so much, though. But you don't have to do that. But I appreciate it very, very much. And Suzanne said, "Kathy, you'll have to take a picture of your tree when you get the ornaments done." Wait a minute. What's going on with the tree? I missed something. Candy said, "Yes, yes, yes. I've seen Sammy Hagar's interview when he received the Hall of Fame star. Excellent. And Sammy has an island now. He owns an island." He was talking about it. Isn't that crazy? He owns an island. Well, he's Sammy Hagar. He can pretty much do whatever he wants. Let me see if Al's available. Hold on. I'm gonna call him. Let's see. Let me give him a jingle. Let's see. He might not answer yet. He's ignoring me. He knows I'm calling. No, he knows I'm calling. He'll call back. So let's get creative. So Kathy, is that Kathy Waddle? Is that Kathy Waddle or Kathy Bailey? I don't know. Yes, Kathy Waddle. Okay, hello, Kathy Waddle. So you have another channel. I didn't even know you had another channel. Let's get creative with Kathy Waddle, everybody. Everybody go get creative with Kathy Waddle. That's so funny. Al is not shy tonight. He's busy. When he's there, he's doing stuff. Trust me, he's talking to people, and normally I'm there and doing stuff. You forgot about your other channel? That's funny. That's even funnier. That happens though. People forget about. I started another channel. I have a whole bunch of them actually, but I ignore the others. Al started that gardening thing, and then he just let it go because I was doing all the work anyway. I was filming, editing, and I'm like, well, if you don't want to do it, I'm not going to keep bugging you about it. Even though he could do it, but he doesn't want to. What am I to do? So I started my other channel, Kiki Room, and it's just my personal vlogging, whatever. And I have a bunch of them I have to put out. I have a yard sale one that I did a few weeks ago. I have, oh my gosh, I went and got spent coupons for my birthday coupons you get in the mail. So that'll be one. But these are see, they're all old now, but it doesn't matter because nobody knows. Nobody knows, just you guys. And I don't know, there's another one too. Scott says, "I enjoyed the garden channel." I did too. I wish Al would do it, but and you know what's cool? So if you start a YouTube channel, and I just learned this. You only need 50 subscribers, which is ridiculous because when I started this, I needed 1,000 subscribers to go live. Now, I used to go live through I guess you can call it an app. It was called StreamYard. It was free. It's still free. It's still a thing. And that's how I went live on YouTube in the beginning, the very beginning, Thirsty Thursdays and stuff like that. That's how I had to go live. I could not go live through YouTube like I do now. Like now I just go live through YouTube. But now you only need, this is what I read on my new channel, you only need 50 subscribers to be able to go live. So I'm hoping I can go live on there. Like it's just like for regular stuff, not about music stuff and all of that. Oh, night, Roberta. I love you. Too much wine. Good for you, girl. Sip it up. All right. So good night to you, honey. We love you. All right. John Bon Jovi. Who has seen the Hulu? Thank you. Good night. The John Bon Jovi story. Raise your hand if you've seen it. I watched it twice. Really good. Worth the watch. Definitely worth getting. I think they have Hulu probably has a free subscription. Gina liked it. Wonderful. Patty loved it. I think you can get a free Hulu subscription. I don't know, 3 days, 5 days. It's all you need, man. It's 4 episodes, 4 like 1 hour episodes. And then cancel your free trial. I mean, I have Hulu and I love it. It was really interesting. Now, I'm confused. Maybe you guys can help me here. So, I don't know. I saw something the other day. Mitch LaFon had put it out. He said he thought that he loves John Bon Jovi, but he thought John did Richie dirty. Now, what I gathered out of the whole thing was that Richie left the band like he did in 2013, I believe. He just didn't show up anymore. I think he did that because he wanted to raise his daughter Ava, the daughter he had with Heather Locklear. That's what I thought. He was just burnt out and he had enough at that point. And he really does. He's a great dad. Like he does everything with his daughter. They're very close, wicked tight. So he just wanted, because he was on the road all the time. And he, I guess, was done with that. Look at Greg Raleigh of Journey. He left Journey because he wanted to be with his wife and family. He didn't want that life anymore. He had it for a long time. And because remember, they started in the early 70s, maybe even late 60s. He was over it. And yes, he left just before Journey went on the rocket ship. But it was okay because he still reaps the benefits because he's co-founder of Journey and Santana. So he's good, He's got a great situation there. They go out and they're working for him basically, and Steve Perry. So how good is that, right? When you have a situation like that, it's pretty sweet. So Richie, to me, seems like he left for that reason and that reason only. But am I missing something? Did John do something? I kept watching it over and over. I'm like, I can't figure out what would be the bad piece of that. I mean, Richie did what he had to do for him, right? I don't know. Tell me. If you know something else, I don't know. But so my friend Sue today says, did you know that John Bon Jovi was with hundreds of women or over 100 women while he was married? I'm like, nuh-uh. No, sir. I don't believe it. But I guess there's an article, and I found it. And it says, John Bon Jovi admits he got away with murder, had 100 girls in my life in the early rock star days. Now, that's the early rock star days, okay? Early. But we can consider early 80s, mid 80s, early Bon Jovi days, right? But I don't think he got married till 89. I don't know. And, oh, hold on. Let's, he's on the phone, everybody. Hello, Al. You're on speaker on YouTube.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Everybody's.
What I caught tonight, there was a Sasha was right on stage right now. Place is sold out. Marshall Tucker coming about 9:30. My God, it's unbelievable. This is crazy. I had the opportunity to meet Chris Smith and also Kathy before the show. Lead singer of Sasha. Great band. They're on stage right now. So many listeners I haven't seen in a long time. They're very excited to see me. Well, not really, but they want to reach out to Kiki Days and say hello to everybody. We're broadcasting live tonight from Billy's Resort Casino and looking around. On stage right now is Jonas and Sasha. Really great music. This is what it's all about. Merchandise, Taylor Swift, psychedelic T-shirts. I mean, this takes me back when I had hair.
What are they singing right now?
I don't want to walk in there because I don't think the music can play on YouTube. I'm in the other part. If you want me to walk in there, I can if you like me to.
I'd like you to put the phone down. I want you to walk into the venue and I want you to tell us what they're singing. So don't bring the phone in with you because I don't want to get in trouble for copyright. So put the phone down and come back.
Oh, I'll call you back.
No, put the phone down and come back.
But I can't because I hear music. I'm on the other side of the glass right now, and I know it. So I'll call you back in a few minutes. Hang on to yourself. It'll be worth the wait. Okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
All right?
Bye.
Kiki.fm. Look at those classic hits music station. Wow, let's go.
He's so silly. He's so silly. And yes, we can call him Mr. Butterworth. That's for sure. I know it's Al, right? So John Bon Jovi, I guess, was, I don't know, like, all right, so he was on with Michael Strahan for ABC, and John admitted that, well, I don't know if he admitted it or Michael Strahan prompted him to say it, but when he began dating his wife, Dorothea, back in 1980, he was not a saint as the band grew in popularity. He confessed. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's on FaceTime. Okay. All right. What was, did you hear that? What was that? He's so bad at this. And he went on, he did a FaceTime, like, and he wasn't there on I can't. He just doesn't understand. But it's fine. He'll call back 30 times now. Watch, just wait. So John Bon Jovi, let's get back. Let's try to get through this. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. So there is also an interview that Michael Strahan did. It's on ABC or something, and it's called Halfway There. I think it's on Hulu too. And he said he got away with murder. He's a rock star, a rock and roll star, not a saint. I'm not saying that there weren't 100 girls in my life. I'm Bon Jovi. It was pretty good. Well, hello, Mr. Bon Jovi. Okay. And jeez, he was pretty hot. I mean, like, let's be real. He's still darn cute. Like, let's be real. I like the white hair. I think he looks great. I'm just saying. Bret Michaels is cuter though. Don't you think? He's way cute. John Bon Jovi's, he's hot. Like, there's no question. But Bret Michaels, oh Lord. Like, yeah. Anyway, so let's see. John went on to say, but if you think I was ever going to jeopardize my anything for believing the narcissist in me was real, what a stupid thing to do. What kind of excesses does a man need that's going to fuel that fire? It's just not worth it. So let's see. He went on to say that his life and his world revolves because of her. Go women, go wives. That's right. He said, because of what she did to keep the kids right, what she does to keep me right, what we do together to keep it right, no doubt about it. Go, great partner. Let's be real. You got a great partner in your life, you're good. And I mean, I don't know. I know that clearly these guys were not saints for sure. I mean, how could they even be married during that time? Because they had girls throwing themselves and then on that Hulu documentary, John says, we had it good. And Richie said it too. He's like, we had whatever we wanted, like double, triple of whatever we wanted. It was the 80s, for crying out loud. And they were beautiful. I mean, there's no, oh my God. So Gina says John is my pick, but Brett is mine. We all have our thing. Like Brett's eyes, oh my God. If you ever got up close to his eyes, you would say, oh, I get it. I get it. Like his eyes are ridiculous. Like he's very pretty. He's very handsome. His arms are just beefy. They're nice and beefy. Elise said, a friend of mine who shall remain nameless dated Bon Jovi and met him while on tour. Interesting. Candy said, okay, John Bon Jovi and his high school sweetheart, they broke up. He went out with, yes, lots of women. Then him and his high school sweetheart got back together again and then got married. They sure did. And they married for what? Almost 4 years. And Candy said, hell yeah, John Bon Jovi was one hot dude. You bet your bottom marbles he was one hot dude. He's still pretty handsome. I'm just saying, he's a handsome man. There's no question. And then he reacted to Richie Sambora leaving. Let's see. So Richie Sambora apologized, I guess, for leaving the way he did. And let's see. John said he wasn't surprised by Richie apologizing for abruptly leaving in the new Hulu docuseries. And let's see. So I guess Richie, oh, hold on. Here he is. I told you this is going to happen now 25 times. Let's see. Yes, Al, you're live and on the air.
Count on me.
Count on me.
Wow.
Are you crying?
Oh, I'm crying.
I don't know.
I'm on. I've been singing.
Oh, okay.
She had the whole crowd singing a cappella, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Absolutely unbelievable. Really, really good.
They're great.
The crowd is going nuts, and it's really an iconic show.
And I missed it.
Bring back memories back in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. I don't remember. But I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. Having fun Friday, everybody. And we're broadcasting live here from Billy True Resort Casino, Michael Allen, Genesis, right after them, the Marshall Tucker Band.
All right, Al, and over and out.
Are we still on the air?
Yeah.
Over and out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can everybody wave to me right now?
Yeah. Well, you can't see them wave, Al. But they're all. But you know what? Everyone's saying hi, Al.
If everybody really loves me, wave to me right now.
They can't. How are you going to see them wave to you?
In my mind.
Okay, everybody wave to Al.
Oh my God. I gotta go.
All right, bye.
We built this city on rock and roll. Goodbye.
Okay, so he probably won't call anymore. But anyway, so Richie, okay, so he'll at least wave, thank you. And he'll definitely look at this later. So was it Richie that was on Howard Stern? I think so. Okay, so John said he didn't know if it was shock or not when he saw Richie's apology. It was 11 years ago now, and it wasn't easy. The shock was when he didn't show up. And the issues that he was having again, that was the shock, and then that was the disappointment. Also, there were issues. I didn't get all that. Like, did I miss it? I don't know. And John said he viewed Sambora's apology as the guitarist's way of clearing the air once and for all. He came clean in the film for the fans, so I guess it would end all the speculation that there was ever a fight. And Richie did say that. He said there was no fight or anything. And because as I'd stated 1,000 times, that was not the case, just not the case. And Richie left overnight. He didn't rejoin the band and at the Calgary stop of their Sold Out Because We Can tour in 2013. And that evening, John pulled double duty on guitar and vocals before getting guitarist Phil X, who had previously covered for Sambora in 2011, to step in for the remainder of the concerts. He's still there today. And let's see, Richie had been in rehab in 2007 and 2011. And he said that he had personal issues for his sudden departure. But then he later told People that he quit the band in order to focus on his relationship with his daughter, Ava. That's what I thought. Still, in Thank You Goodnight, that Bon Jovi story, he admitted that vanishing wasn't the right way to say goodbye. And Richie did say, I don't regret leaving the situation, but I regret how I did it. So I'd like to apologize fully right now to the fans, especially, and also to the guys, because my feet and my spirit were just not letting me walk out the door. And then he went on to say, I guess if you're in the mafia, the only thing you possibly do is disappear. And I did. Now that I didn't get, because I'm going, mafia, was it that bad? Like, was it that bad? Unless he meant, like, you're in a situation, like you just said, and you just don't know how to get out of it. I mean, especially if, with their contracts that were signed, I don't know. I just don't know. But I did not feel like there was anything that John did. I wasn't there, but it was great. The documentary, go ahead and watch it. Thank You Goodnight, the John Bon Jovi story. And yeah, it was really, really good. So before we leave for tonight, I do want to also talk about how Bret Michaels is just so dang adorable and what he's doing for Mr. Lou Gramm. I was blown away when I read this last night. Let me go to Facebook and go to My Bretty's Facebook page. Yeah, because it's so fun. I'm there a lot. Let's see. Okay. So this is what Bret posted last night. In honor of my friend Lou Gramm's birthday today, I'm making a birthday gift offer to Lou to join me at the arena show just outside Washington, D.C. on September 18th. And then fly him on my plane at no expense, where I personally assure him of delicious snacky treats and beverages, and will personally make sure he's delivered for Foreigner's well-deserved induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'll talk with you all tomorrow at 9 a.m. PST on the show on Rock 105.3 San Diego with my daughter Rain and all the awesome hosts. And I got to tell you, that Bret is just so dang cute. Did I say that already? I'll say it again. That Bret is just so dang cute. How nice is that, though? And when I asked Lou about Bret, working with Bret on the Party Gras tour, which he's done, several dates with him now, he's like, yeah, it's just fun. I mean, how do you not have fun with Bret? Steve O'Jerry, same thing. He's like, oh, this is great. How can it suck? It's not. It's great. He had a great time. And he was a perfect fit for it. Now, Louis is snoring, which is interesting. Now, Steve Perry. So I just went to Steve Perry's Facebook page, and I noticed that he's no longer following Seth Godin. He had one person. So right now he's got 449,000 followers, and he's not following anyone. Can you see that? You probably can't. Oh my gosh, the lighting. It's the lighting. Well, he's not following. Trust me, he's not following anyone. You can go look. But he was following Seth Godin, so I wonder why he unfollowed him. Like, who cares? But we care. Like, we weirdly care. Don't we? We do. And 3 days ago, oh, he's calling again. I can't get through a thought. Hold on. Yes, Al, you're on the air.
Oh, thank you. I just want to tell everybody I had a throw tonight. A lady came up to me She used to listen to me on the radio when I was on Kicks 106. Her name is Carol from North Providence. Very nice lady. She wanted me to be introduced to her dad. Her dad's a great guy. Great guy. Her dad's name is Roger. Roger and my picture are going to be Kiki Mail on Facebook tomorrow. Because Roger is 99 years old.
Dang, good for Roger.
99 years old.
Does he have a girlfriend?
I didn't get that far. But he wanted to stay with me all night. He said, I don't want to watch the bed. He said, I want to hang out with you. So he hung out with me for 35 minutes. You can see Roger on the Kiki Mail Facebook page tomorrow. Roger in World War II, born in 1925.
Dang.
25.
He can give us a lesson or two.
He sure can. Greatest guy in the world.
That's
Very
so nice.
smart. And you know what Roger did for me?
What?
He danced.
Oh, that's cute, Al. So you danced for the man.
He danced and he had the whole place in an uproar. I can get back to the concert. It was a success. It was great. Marshall Tucker was on deck.
All right, Al. Thank you so much for dancing with Roger, and we appreciate you checking in.
You want me to say a picture of me and Roger dancing?
I didn't say that, but okay.
Okay.
All right.
How many want to see Roger and I dance? Raise your hand.
All right, put it on Kiki.fm.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I
Bye.
got to get back to it. I'm working right now.
Okay. All right.
I don't get fired.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I told you he's going to call me 500 times. This is my life. Good night, Christina. Love you. And Patty, love you. Love you guys. Thank you so much. So Steve Perry, 3 days ago, this is what he posted on his Facebook page. In 1986, the Journey Raised on Radio record was released, and in it was a song I've always felt was a diamond in the rough. I've known Trevor Lukather since he was 9 years old, and he is a very gifted musician. One day, we were talking about his new band, The Effect. He surprisingly mentioned It Could Have Been You is one of his favorite tracks from that record. I told him I felt the same. I then said, why don't you record it? He asked if I would sing on it, if they did, and I said, of course, my most precious. Like, imagine Steve Perry calling you precious. Help me. I must say, singing on their powerful track brought out a vocal experience for me years ago. So now, releasing on May 7th on all socials and streaming is a very powerful, reimagined version of It Could Have Been You by The Effect. Have a listen. Sincerely, Steve Perry. And this is their logo. Kind of looks like an Indian logo, doesn't it? Like something that would be on like a teepee, right? And then that's their logo with Steve Perry. So Steve Perry is singing on this record, which is very exciting for Steve Perry fans worldwide. And Nick Collins, Phil Collins' son, is on drums. Hello. And Steve Majora from Toto is on keyboards. And let's see, we already talked about that. Steve Perry released his long-awaited Traces in 2018. And also, teased us with possibly, doing a little Tory thing, but that didn't happen. And even when he released his Christmas album, might be a surprise, but that didn't happen. It's not happening, people. He's not going out. He doesn't have to. He's at home with his slippers on, eating ice cream, and having a good life. Now, It Could Have Been You, the song by Journey, which is on Raised on Radio, is written by Jonathan Cain, Neil Joseph Shawn, and Stephen Ray Perry. I'm not familiar with the song. I haven't listened to it. I guess I'll have to take a listen, but I'll listen to the new one, and then I'll listen to the old one. I love you, Gina. I loved giving you a hug. She's so cute. And that's it. That's all I got tonight, kids. That's what I got for you. So lots of things happening in the world of music and entertainment. Lots of things happening in my head, which is normal. Um, you guys are amazing. Thank you to Patty Taylor for the rice cakes. Like, how good is that? I'm hooked up now for a while. Like, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm good with the fact that you guys are just cool. You guys are just the bomb.com. No question. You just give yourself a big fat hug from me and from Al because you're the best. And so I came on here, I don't know, 5:30 just to do like a sound check. And I don't know, Scott and Nancy and a bunch of you just popped up. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. Because I didn't know if anybody was going to show up. I'm like, I just need to make sure you can hear me. And it was so cool how you guys just you came on and you're like, yeah, I can hear you. Thank you. It was great. You guys are just great. And know that I love you. I do. And I hope that you have the most amazing everything rest of the night, rest of the weekend, the week ahead. I hope that all is good for you, as always. And I hope that all of you are healthy and happy and full of, just lots and lots of good, positive things. So, guys, we will see you next week, same time, same place. And who knows, maybe I'll have a video that I can release this week. I have something in my pocket, but I don't know if I want to release it or not because it's about a band that's having issues. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to release it. I already did it, but I'm like, it's just always like, I've done so many videos and I don't release them. I don't know. Like, it's just because then I second guess myself. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. But, whatever. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see if I feel it's cool or not. But I feel bad because this band is not working right now. And I feel like I just feel bad for the guys. They're so cool and they're just so talented and good. And they really should be out there and they can't be. So you can probably guess who I'm talking about. Anyway, so take care, guys. You have a great night, a great week, a great everything. Everything. Sending love to each and every one of you. Mwah. I love you, and I will see you soon. Good night, guys, and bye. See you next week. Hear Louie snoring? Good night, Louie.